Hey guys, this is gonna come across as kind of odd because I've never done this before, um, but it's always been kind of a hope of mine to post inspirational stuff, but also just my thoughts because I think we um, don't share enough of our inner worlds with one another when it's really powerful when you do. And so, anyway, I want to start doing these little kind of video journals um, because I do think I have some really good thoughts to share with the world. And whether or not you think that they're good or powerful, I do, and I hope that somebody can take something from this. Um, so today I'm talking about prayer. I had a powerful moment the other day, and I wrote down in my journal um, something about prayer. And I will read that to you, but first I want to start by saying that I was never a religious person in my life. I was not raised going to church or even talking about it, really. God wasn't part of my life. And it wasn't until last summer when I just kind of hit a really low in my life, just, mental health wise. I just became really depressed and I was desperate. Um, I felt like I had nowhere to turn, and I prayed. And I can't tell you why I did it. It was out of the blue. I thought, some people do this and it works for them. It makes them feel comforted, so I'm going to do it. And ever since then, I've been praying. And what I want to talk about today is the reason why. I still don't consider myself a religious person, but I think that's why it's important to talk about, because I don't think you need to be religious or be affiliated with any specific belief system in order to pray and in order to get something positive out of prayer. Let me read what I wrote the other day and then I will expand upon it. I wrote, "Pray, Sydney, pray. And not because you're certain there's a God, not because you think some being will magically answer your wishes, not because you've sinned, not any of that, it doesn't matter. Pray because the presence that you pray to or that you pray in is love. Pray because that's where you want to exist, in this loving field of energy, the one in which you walk with grace, integrity, and courage, the one where you know you're not alone because we all exist here. We all share this space, this energy, this consciousness. Pray because when you do, you exist in this energy. The God that I pray to, or the universe or energy field, call it what you will, is one whose values I want to align with. So when I pray, I'm encouraged to align and to walk with my God in these values. It's amazing. Just pray." That's what I wrote in my journal, word for word. It was kind of a reminder to myself that I think we get caught up with these ideas about praying that are so attached to religious beliefs. And so we have the extreme ends of either side. There's the people that pray because they think that if they do, their wishes will be just granted to them magically. And then there's the people who say that prayer is stupid and idiotic and it never works and there's no point because there's no God. And I just think that if you're one of these people on the extremes, there's nothing wrong with that. We all live in our own worlds, and if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. But I'm just here to say that for all you people who fall somewhere in between, there are obvious benefits when it comes to something like prayer. It's similar to meditation. It kind of just is a way to bring you into this space, this mind space, and this energy space where you feel loved and you feel accepted, just 100% accepted, and you feel capable and you feel heard. And I think that's just important, and that's an important part of life, whether or not you think God is real or not. When you sit down and take a moment to reflect and to feel connected to something other than just your physical body, you feel those things. And I think it's also just important to say that prayer isn't always about wishing for things. You don't have to ask for anything when you pray. And sometimes all I do is sit there and say, thank you, God, or the universe, or whatever. Thank you for all these blessings in my life. Thank you, for water. Thank you for shelter. Things that might seem silly like that, but they are blessings. Thank you for giving me this phone so that I could record this. Um, Thank you for allowing me to have paper and a pen to write my thoughts out. Thank you for giving me just the will to reflect upon myself and be able to write these things and be able to share them with other people. Thank you for the internet. And it's just things like this. It's being grateful, and then along with that, being honest. That's something else I do when I pray, is I am honest with my feelings and the things I've done wrong, in my own mind, and the things I've done right. It's there's somebody there, or maybe there's not, but I can pretend, right? I mean, if you don't believe, pretend. There's somebody there who's just listening and accepting it. And I think in that comes personal acceptance and personal growth, because when you feel that it's okay, and you really feel that from this energy force, then you believe it, and it's just amazing. And so I don't know, I just wanted to share that with you guys, that let's get rid of the stigma around praying. We all do it for different reasons, and honestly, if it is influencing your life in a positive way, in any positive way, there is nothing wrong with it. It doesn't matter if you believe in God. It doesn't matter what God you believe in. It doesn't matter, why you pray. But if it is benefiting you in a positive way, keep doing it. And to you people who have never prayed, or, are just resistant to it, I just encourage you to try. I encourage you to try and sit down and be honest and exist within that loving field for a moment and just see how it makes you feel. If it helps wish well upon others, that's another thing that I think is just helpful with prayer, is encouraging you to think of other people and other things outside of you and wishing them well. And it's just a good place to be in. Anyway, this was a 7-minute long video, almost 8, so I'm gonna shut it off. I hope that this meant something to somebody, and I hope to continue to do stuff like this. I have a lot of thoughts that I write down. This just was one that was important right now in my life. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.